Hi, and welcome to the Miami-Dade Chamber of Commerce Member Connection. I am your host, Eric Knowles. But before we get started, a word from one of our supporters.
Miami-Dade College has career paths in anything you want to be. What's your story? Be global. Be cutting edge. Be inventive. Be investigative. Be a hero. What do you want to be? Be the best. Be you. Be MDC.
Hi, and welcome back to the Miami-Dade Chamber of Commerce Member Connection. I am your host, Eric Knowles. This is the year of engagement, 2025. We are excited. We're excited it's Black History Month. And I'm excited, you've heard it. I'm excited about our guest, but this is a real special guest. This is my right-hand man, Mr. Matthew Pigatt.
How you doing, sir?
I'm great. How you doing?
Loving life, man. Glad to be on the show. It's been a while since I've been here, so I'm glad to be able to tell our members in the community what we do at the Miami-Dade Chamber of Commerce.
Absolutely. We do a lot. With our little engine, we push that engine down the track. We provide a lot of services. We provide a lot of support for our members. And you, as you're the technical assistance manager, director, head of all, making sure things happen with our agency. What is, from your perspective, I would say our biggest challenge? I'm going to come from a different direction.
Okay.
With letting people know the work that we do.
I'd say one of the biggest challenges we have in letting people know the work that we do is having people to share. A lot of times when many of our members are successful, we come from a community where usually the successful people are kind of like the outliers many times for some of us. And when we get successful as a community, we get quiet because we don't want a lot of our family and friends, everybody to hit us up. And one of the greatest things when it comes to building and developing an organization is word of mouth. That is one of the most essential components of spreading the word and news about what is going on in the community and the benefits. And when it comes to business development, we need more of our successful entrepreneurs, those who have taken advantage of those programs, those who have secured those grants, secured those loans, secured those contracts, not to be quiet about it, but to let others know this is how I did it. I am one of those people, so that others in their community can really understand the opportunities that are available and how the Miami-Dade Chamber of Commerce is an intrinsic part in helping them grow and scale. We've been doing this for over 50 years.
Right.
So there's a lot of amazing Black professionals and entrepreneurs here in South Florida that have been doing some great work. But a lot of times they're so focused on just doing the work and moving forward that they don't have enough spaces and opportunities to really showcase how they got to that point. So that's why I would say the biggest challenge into getting the word out is really getting people to spread the word through their own channels and through their own voice about the impact the chamber has made on their lives. We do as much as we can with member connections.
Right. I was going to say, so what is it that we do? You talk about those folks who have been, what's the word I'm looking for? I'm even lost for words, but they've been successful in the work that the businesses they have started. So the thing about our chamber, we start with folks who are just entering into entrepreneurship.
We do.
And you started to say about the things that we do. What is it that we do?
So we are a Black and minority business organization that assists those small entrepreneurs with being able to get their business infrastructure together so they can scale and grow through access to the two primary ways for people to do that. Through accessing capital, which means using other people's money to move and forward your process, and also going after government and corporate contracts, which can create a level of sustainability in your business. So with our technical assistance program, we have the opportunity to help businesses find out where they are. We do an assessment of the businesses that come in. We find out where their greatest areas of needs may be, whether that be getting their financials together, which is usually the biggest part, to going after certifications or developing strategic relationships in the community with certain individuals, professionals, procurement directors, things of that nature, so that they can start to get into those circles. So that is what we do at the Miami-Dade Chamber of Commerce. And your question was, I just lost track of
It's
thought.
okay. How do we do what we do, basically?
So one of the ways in which we do that, I say our technical assistance program, but we're about elevating Black and minority business owners, those local small businesses, helping their voices get shown. So we do that in a number of ways. We have our small business meetup where every single Tuesday at 4 o'clock, we have entrepreneurs that are just starting a business, and those that have been in business for over 20 years, and they come on and they showcase and they talk about what they do. They ask questions, they give their wisdom and advice. One of our members have been doing this for over 3-4 years now, Gloria Fonseca. She was a regular on that. Now she is doing workshops with FIU. She's been on our technical assistance workshop. So as a member, one of the key benefits of being a member is that you have the opportunity to be speakers and panelists and hosting of our events. So we have a technical assistance workshop series. We have one coming up this coming February 20th, usually on the third Thursdays in the morning. And it's going to be on smart moves, where one of our members, Jessica Guerrero, who has Ledger Plus, she'll be talking about smart tech strategies for businesses. So what we do is that we give these business owners platforms to showcase what they do. And then because we are so intertwined in the South Florida government corporate markets, many of our partners recognize those business owners. They see them hosting events, they see them talking, they see them at our events, and then they see that they're respected business owners and they're more likely to engage them. So we're really big on exposure,
right?
Creating the spaces, the platforms, and the rooms for our business owners to showcase what they do, and so they can create more connections, teach others, and continue to get contracts and scale and grow.
The one thing you mentioned is our member meetup that we do every Tuesday. You know, it's something that I speak proudly of because obviously we began it during the pandemic when nobody really, well, I shouldn't say nobody, but a lot of people didn't know what Zoom was.
Yep.
And we were meeting every day, providing services to our members, showing them how to access PPP, how to access EIDL. And even to the point where there were some of our members who didn't want to, but after we convinced them that it was the right thing to do, they applied, they got the PPP or the EIDL, and I mean, hundreds of thousands of dollars that were forgiven, which helped them take their business to the next level.
Exactly. That's just one of so many programs. We just finished a partnership with the Miami Open for Business Foundation, where Wells Fargo gave them $20 million, and they put that out on the street.
Right.
Through $500,000 down payment assistance, where some of our members were able to purchase property and buildings.
Yeah.
We had they had a loan fund where they gave up to $100,000 in 0% for nonprofits, 3% interest loans. It's unheard of in this market.
And the thing about it, you know, and that's what we do. As I say, we connect the dots.
Exactly.
So a lot of people don't know about these opportunities unless they connect with us or unless they just happen to learn it from someone else. But the other thing that I say a lot, and I use the analogy of joining a gym. You know, a lot of us join a gym and we go once or twice during the new year or whatever, you know, that New Year's resolution, and then we never go again. So you get nothing out of it.
Exactly.
And so there is that thing that we find ourselves challenged with in terms of membership and people joining, not just our chamber, because it's across the board when it comes to chambers. businesses joining and they feel like they got nothing out of it.
Mhm.
And that's because they did not get engaged. And engagement is something, as I said, we talk about the Tuesday meetup. We have our first Thursday breakfast. We have our last Thursday engagement, but all the workshops that you do, all the workshops that we engage with Jackson Hospital, with the school board, with Miami-Dade County and other entities. But before we get into that, we're going to take a little break. We're going to get a word from one of our supporters, and we'll be right back.
Learn and earn today at Miami-Dade College. College graduates earn 56% more than high school graduates and $1 million more in lifetime earnings. A degree from MDC is your path to greater earning power and career success. Choose from hundreds of affordable high-tech and in-demand career programs, including cybersecurity, artificial intelligence, business, and nursing. Learn and earn today at MDC and fast-track your career. Enroll now at mdc.edu/purpose.
Back to the Miami-Dade Chamber of Commerce Member Connection. I'm here. I am your host, Eric Knowles, and I'm here with our Director of Technical Services, Technical Support, Technical Get It Together, get your business together, get your back of the house together, Mr. Matthew Pigatt. Matt, before we took the break, I was talking about how a lot of people engage with chambers and they feel like they didn't get anything out of it. We have some members who have been members for 20, 30 years because they understand the importance of being involved and engaged with chambers. But for those folks who, again, they joined and they felt like, well, you guys didn't do nothing for me. Talk about that a little bit.
So one of the things that we do that's different, that I actually implemented when I started here, is that every single person who joins the chamber, we sit down and we do a member onboarding process. So we can identify what are their goals, who are their ideal clients, what are the challenges that they're seeing, and then we start to create a strategic game plan for them to maximize their membership. So everyone who takes advantage of that one-on-one onboarding definitely feels that level of engagement when they first start.
Right.
And then from there, we make sure that if they have resources where they can provide technical assistance and things of that nature, like taxes, we'll put them on technical assistance workshops. We'll invite them to committees. And one of the great things our president did for this 2025 year is bring in a membership coordinator who is going to be focused on not only doing those member onboardings, but then making sure they're engaged in the committees. So we've been expanding as a chamber, and we now have up to 12 committees on where it comes from arts and entertainment to South Dade to membership to nonprofit. And there's small groups of leaders who are getting together to push the needle. And it takes time to organize those people. So we have a membership coordinator there that's going to be making sure that those members know the upcoming meetings, opportunities, can help them plan events and doing annual check-ins. So now you have someone that I'm still focused on technical assistance and managing membership.
Well, the thing is, go ahead. I'm sorry.
But now we have someone that's dedicated to that.
Right.
And making sure that we can touch you and connect you to the right resource and opportunities. So all you got to do is pick up the phone. Like you said, you got to go to a gym and lift up the weights to get straight. Pick up the phone, give us a call, let us know what's going on, and so that we can provide the services, connections that you have. One of the things that a lot of our members miss out on are those referrals and connections. Many times we'll be on a small business meetup or at an event, and it was like, oh, I'm trying to go after this with Jackson Health. Oh, really? Okay. Then we can literally say, hey, Amber, could you connect with this person? Or pick up the phone, make that call, and then right there, their issue is addressed.
Or we're out and someone says, I need X, Y, and Z. And because that member is engaged, they're at the top of mind.
Exactly.
That happens quite a bit.
Exactly. And that's what that engagement is. That's why it's a year of engagement, because the more you engage, it's like anything. When the people we talk to the most, whether it be family and friends, that's who we think about the most.
Right.
So all we got to do is be more intentional of attending events, speaking up, or giving us a call.
Right.
You do those 3 things, and I guarantee you will take full advantage of the resources the chambers have.
And speaking about resources and keeping it real at the same time, I'm having 2 thoughts come in. Like I said, we connect the dots. We don't do everything.
No,
We have partners.
exactly.
Small Business Development Center, the Miami Foundation, so on and so forth. Other organizations, whether it's Chase Bank, whether it's Bank of America, whether it's Wells Fargo. So I got to name those partners, and they are members of the chamber as well. And even the Dolphins, the Marlins, because there are opportunities that come around with those organizations. But where I was going also is you have to kind of lost my train of thought. But the thing is, you have to get engaged and oh, this is where I was going. And when I think about, say, our government contracts per se, whether it's the school board, don't think because you got certified, let's talk about that, that automatically you're going to get a contract. So that's the other side of the equation. We say get engaged, and you got engaged, and all of a sudden, well, I got engaged, and I filled out all the paperwork, but I didn't get an opportunity.
It's like you filled out the paperwork for that gym membership. That don't mean the weight's gonna come to you.
Right.
You still got to go in and put in the work.
Right.
Same thing with certifications, any of our technical assistance programs. We can provide guidance. We can connect the dot, but you still have to put in the work. We are entrepreneurs and business owners, and we know that at the end of the day, the money we make is based upon the work we put in and how smart and strategic we are in what we do. The most successful business owners have worked out policies, practices, procedures that ensure they're getting success when they do provide a certain service or product or contract. And the more you fine tune that process, the better you're going to get. But you still have to go through the process and put in the work.
And that process is also, when I go back to the point of, as I always say, having the back of your house together. Exactly. It's not always it's not necessarily always that it's you doing the work. It's having the team around you to help you move that needle.
And this one thing that I would strongly encourage everyone, like, a lot of business owners don't have their stuff together. A lot of business owners don't have their back end. A lot of business owners don't know how to make that call or develop this relationship. That's why we're here. We sit down one-on-one with business owners to help them work through that process. That's the point of the chamber. We're the people that you can come to and say, yeah, I didn't file taxes in this many years. Yeah, I don't know how to read a profit and loss. I'm a little afraid on submitting a bid. It's just overwhelming looking at this document. We're the ones you can come to, and we can provide guidance to help you where you are and connect you with others and people and resources that can help you overcome that. That's we're all in this to grow. Every single business owner has been there. Everyone.
Right.
So you're not different.
Right.
That's the thing.
So in our last couple of minutes, obviously, again, we talk about engaging, and we have a few things coming up. What's happening in the month of February?
So we have 3 of our stable events happening. We have our first Thursday breakfast. That is February 6th. In honor of Black History Month, we'll be having one of our past presidents of the Miami-Dade Chamber of Commerce, Executive Director of Miami-Dade Economic Advocacy Trust, Mr. William Bill Diggs, to be our keynote speaker for that one. Following that, we have our February 20th, third Thursday small business technical assistance workshop.
Okay, workshop.
And that's going to be led by Jessica in terms of helping you get your taxes and tax strategies to save you money and be more strategic on leveraging your business. And then we have our end of the month, we'll be having our last Thursday professional networking event in partnership with the Greater Miami Convention Visitors Bureau. something like that.
You got it.
With the Black Precinct, at the Black Precinct. So these are the events that we have this month. And still, we have our small business meetup every Tuesday at 4:00. But I will also encourage you to get ready for our general membership meeting, which will be March 6th. That's where all of our members come together. We have our committee reports, and we're going to have an amazing power couple, one of our successful members, talk about their experience growing a business. And then lastly, we're going to have our annual business leaders luncheon and symposium focused on the hottest topic in the world right now, AI.
Yeah. Was it President Trump is investing? He's not investing in. He said $500 billion in AI. So that's something we need to talk about. I know we don't have enough time. We want to get back. We're going to have this conversation again next month and talk about where we are, in particular with the federal government and a lot what's happening, what's going to happen to small businesses, what's happening with Black business and brown businesses. And it's a lot. So how do they get in touch?
You can always go to our website, www.m-dcc.org. You can give us a call or give me a call in particular, 786-871-4219. Send us an email, show up to our events. There's so many ways for you to engage in the chamber. Just reach out. We are here, connect, we're available, and we look forward to working with you so that you can scale and grow your business.
Well, this has been the Miami-Dade Chamber of Commerce Member Connection. I want to thank Matt. It's been great. Happy Black History Month. See you next time.
Today, I stand before you, a proud graduate of Miami-Dade College and the 5th president of the Miami-Dade Chamber of Commerce. I'm honored to return to the college that prepared me to become a leader in our community, providing an education second to none. So I'm asking you to please tune in every Monday at 12 noon to the Miami-Dade Chamber of Commerce's Member Connection, as I interview members of the Miami-Dade Chamber of Commerce on our Facebook page at Miami-Dade Chamber of Commerce or our YouTube channel, Miami-Dade Chamber of Commerce. To learn more about the Chamber, please go to m-dcc.org or call the Chamber at 305-751-8648.